What's up, Sarsaparilla? It's your girl, Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, this is the last Love Island review of the season. Yes, guys, we just watched the finals, and it's over. It's over! And I'm so glad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired. This season was emotionally draining, and I'm glad it's head over. I'm glad it's head over. But anyways, guys, before I get into the video, I'm just gonna ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. So, guys, the winner has been chosen by you, the public, and our winner is Toni and Cach. Yes, the American beauty. She flew over from the US and she came the first American Islander and she won. Do you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to Toni and Cach. Do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was confused. Up until last night, I was a bit confused because originally I'd said, you know what? I want Yasmin and Jamie to win. And I don't mind if Cach and Toni come second because I really like Cach. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like him and Toni, they look good together. There's no denying it. Do you know what I'm saying? And he brings out this really soft, girly, kind of princessy like version of Toni out, which I like. So I was like, you know what? I want Yasmin and Jamie to win. But I was like, you know what? I'm okay for Toni and Cach to come second. I did not want Harry and Shakira to win. I did not want that. So when I saw that they were actually in the number 2 position, it was just Toni and Shakira standing there with Cach and Harry. I said, Lord, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. I was like, no. Is this going to be my last year of watching Love Island? Because we don't reward them bad behaviors. And I was just like, are we really going to reward Shakira and Harry? Not even Shakira. Because the problem is it's not Shakira. The problem is not Shakira. The problem is Harry. So at the end of the day, I was like, are we really going to reward Harry? Do you know what I'm saying? But I will say, I'm not going to lie. Last night when I was voting, I said, I'm a vote. But when I voted for Yasmin and Jamie. But here's the problem. I was so sure that I wanted Yasmin and Jamie to win up until the baby thing. When the baby thing happened and she said she didn't want kids and he mentioned that he wanted kids, I thought to myself, that's the deal breaker. This means that these people, as cute as they look and as, you know, as much as, to me, I just love seeing them together, they're not compatible. Because here's the thing. If you guys want separate things, in the long run, especially if these things are deal breakers or potential deal breakers, it will not work. Right? So I was thinking to myself, damn it. So because of that, I thought to myself, I don't see this. Unless she changed her mind later on, I don't see this working in the long term. I feel like they will probably stick together for a while. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and it's such a big thing, like kids is such a big thing. So you'll have somebody that really wants them and you'll have people who don't want them. And that's fine. I think both people should stick to what they actually want. But you have to find people who wants the same thing as you. And I just feel like Jamie saying that, you know, I've always wanted kids. It's not a deal breaker, but it's very high up. It's a deal breaker. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, damn it. So up until that moment, I was like, I want Yasmin and I want Jamie. After that, I got a little bit, But saying that, last night I voted. And I voted for my winning couple to be Yasmin and Jamie. However, tonight, after listening to the speeches, when I did the second vote, I voted for Toni and Cach. Yes, guys, I had a change of heart. Only based on the speech. Based on the speech, because the way Toni was saying to Cach how he made her feel. Do you see what I'm saying? It just felt so genuine. It just felt so heartfelt. Do you see what I'm saying? And that, for me, it got me a little bit emotional because when you go through certain things and you've just been treated like crap. Do you see what I'm saying? And to know that somebody is just taken you and just kind of lifted you up and just show you appreciation and show you that they care and then treat you like you're this, you know, beautiful, like the only girl in the world. And I feel like within that moment, that's how she felt. And the way she was expressing herself to Cach, I softened a lot to Toni, because I'm just like, you know what? I've always said it. Toni puts up this facade of being the strong, hard kind of girl, but she's not. She's a big softie. She's a big softie. It's just her defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to protect herself. That's her having her guards up. Do you see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, I really, when I watched that, I felt it in my heart. And then when I heard his speech, I felt it as well. And I just thought, like, you know what? At some point, look at both of them wanted to cry, but Toni kept crying. She just kept crying. I think she started crying from the moment she walked out. You know what I'm saying? So she was like tearing up. And I just don't know. There was something about that moment that made me think, you know what? The doubts that I have with Yasmin and this whole baby situation, I thought to myself, do you know what? I gave Yasmin a vote and I was split 50-50. I gave Yasmin a vote. So I'm going to give this vote to Toni and Cach. And whosoever wins, I'm going to be happy with that. Because at the end of the day, I was split down the line. It was Yasmin and Jamie. But then tonight, I'm not going to lie, that speech, it just put me in a little pickle. And I was just like, okay. So I thought, I'm going to vote for one each. And whosoever wins, they win. I was actually really shocked, actually, to be honest, that Yasmin and Jamie came in third. I was really thinking that was going to be Shakira and Harry. Well, I was hoping, even though there was a thing in the back of my mind saying there's a good possibility these two might win. And like I said, if Shakira was coupled up with anybody else, I would have probably said, you know what? Give it to Shakira. The winning's for Shakira. But I cannot say it when Harry is standing there. I'm so sorry. So sorry. And I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? The way Harry rocked his mullet and his Speedos, it just shows that we have to be ourselves, okay? Because Harry was rocking his mullet and his Speedos, and girls was after him. You know what I'm saying? He was authentically him. He was authentically his weird, lying, Speedo, mullet, looking, fun, all that kind of stuff, self. He was just being himself, I suppose, I guess. I really don't know, because I don't know who Harry was. I don't know who Harry is. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Harry's still playing the game. Even Harry's speech, I'm not going to lie. Even Harry's speech, I could not take it seriously. I felt like it was a lovely speech. Don't get me wrong, it was. But even then, I'm just like, I feel like Harry's too much of a good actor. I'm so sorry. So because of that, I cannot, even if he meant those words genuinely from his heart, I cannot allow myself to believe it, because I feel like he's such a good actor. Shakira, I feel like Shakira wanted to say a lot of stuff, but she kind of felt hard. I think it was a bit hard for her to say certain things because of how Harry's behavior was. But when she was saying that, he is everything that she could possibly want in a man, I wanted to drape her through the screen. I was like, girl, come here. Can you tell, like, girl, come here. You know what I mean? Harry is everything you could possibly want in a man. Don't let me slap you. Come on, slap you through the screen. You damn. No, don't bother with it. Don't bother with it, because you deserve much better. Don't bother with it. Don't bother with it. But I said that, you know what? Shakira, we're not accepting that. We're not accepting that. But I think, you know what? Gotta be fair to Shakira, because at the end of the day, I think she wanted to say something nice and sweet. And I know she likes him, but at the same time, I guess it was a struggle to say some nice things because of the way he behaved. But that was on Harry, because he acted like, him the act up too much. So at the end of the day, that's on him. Do you know what I'm saying? But like Shakira said, maybe fairy tales are real. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though Harry can talk about him fine. If him say him fine, him happy ending. Listen, I just hope. Let's just hope, because he's talking about how Shakira, he's prioritizing Shakira, and that's his priority right now. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. I think Shakira is a wise girl, right? And I think the environment sometimes play with our minds and make us do things that we probably wouldn't do, right? But I have to admit, at least when Maya asked her, is there any plans for you guys being exclusive? And she said no. I thought to myself, okay, that makes more sense. She said she's waiting to see his behavior. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what will happen. I feel like at the end of the day, Harry, the way that these boys are slipping and sliding, and this is the same thing that Ben was trying to say and Ramel was trying to say, because look, even Tommy that we don't even expect from, Tommy slipped and slid. Tommy and Ben went to their first event and kissed the same girl. Tommy messed up what he had with Lucy because obviously he went and tongues the girl, kissed the girl and whatever, and then he spoke. He said he didn't remember because he was drunk, but he told Lucy about it. Ben, he went and lips the same damn girl. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, him and Andrade was exclusive. Tommy and Lucy wasn't exclusive. But let's be honest, Lucy never won Tommy in the first place because we heard about the voice note. She only wanted to get in there to try and win, to latch onto him because he was the favorite. That's what they have. That's the word they have on the street. Allegedly. But me personally, I don't think she liked him anyways. So it's like a lucky escape. She was like so happy. I bet you, in her head, she's probably thinking, thank you, Lord, this boy messed up and set me free. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe anyways. I don't think that she wanted him to begin with. He did clear up the whole situation with him and Megan and said, listen, when they met, it was probably like a little bit of old feelings coming back and they did flirt, but that's all it is. They're friends and that's it. Now, Alima, when them asked Alima about Ben, Alima said they're just friends and she hoped that her and Ben can just like remain friends because they were friends over everything in the villa. And Maya said, so just friends? She said, well, yeah, just friends for now. Me didn't want the camera zoom up on Andrade because even though Andrade said she done, well, she said, let's see how it goes. Do you know what I mean? One day at a time. But we see Ben face because remember I said Ben did a kiss up Alima and stuff, you know, so me no know. So like Alima look like she want to rekindle the kingle. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's see how it goes. Meg and Dijon, obviously, they did not make it to the finals. They did not. They said they've been out and they're saying that, listen, they've been talking to everybody and them are cool or whatever. Here's the thing. People will say they're cool, but as soon as they go to their separate quarters, they're going to be slacking off each other once again because that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this Love Island has been one of the most toxic ones in recent. I did like how they changed up a lot of things and took a lot of things back to basic, but at the same time made it different. If you notice, I feel like they've spent so much money on trying to keep the bombshells coming, on trying to keep the twists and the turns coming, that they didn't have enough money for the dates. We see it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather get the twists and the turns and all this than to date them. Because at the end of the day, all of them are going to do a damn food. You know what I'm saying? And they can do it in the villa. Let's be honest, they can do it in the villa. But anyways, Cach and Toni, we found out that Cach told Toni that he loves her and she said that she loves him too. I think that is so sweet. I think it's cute and I do love that for them. However, me and my messy self, I go say one little thing. One little thing. Now, did Toni and Cach not just become exclusive? Yeah. And then Toni and Cach is now saying, I love you. Right? So why was it a problem when Dijon became exclusive with Meg, then became boyfriend and girlfriend, then said, I love you? If it's good for the goose, then it's good for what? The gander. So at the end of the day, this is what I say to you. I always point out the hypocrisy. Do you know what I'm saying? I've always said I like Toni, but the hypocrisy, what good for one person is not okay for the next person. She and Cach just become exclusive, and now he's saying I love you and she say I love you. Obviously they probably been feeling feelings, so if them can't feel feelings not a short amount of time, why Dijon and Meg can't feel feelings and end up together from day one? You should what I try to say? That's how me I try to say. Don't get me wrong, me do strongly feel that Dijon was very calculated and Dijon was playing a game, but not because he might play a game and him calculated does not mean that he doesn't have some kind of feelings towards Meg. Do you know what I'm saying? Because me in them art, so we can't tell. And me a pump blood in us, so me can't say yes and me can't say no. But what I'm trying to say is, if Cach and Toni can be in love after they've just became exclusive, because love is a thing, you probably be feeling it from when anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? But why is it okay for them, but it's not okay for Dijon and Meg? Bear in mind, Dijon was saying this all along to the boys, you know what, I feel like I'm falling. I feel like I'm falling. I feel like I'm falling. And then he finally says it. Yes, he's calculated in a lot of stuff that he's done. And maybe he just said it because he's trying to play the game. But at the end of the day, if they can feel it, he can feel it too, because they've been together a lot longer than Cach and Toni. So let's be honest there. But like I said, I am glad. I'm glad that Harry and Shakira did not win. Harry specifically. Harry. But I'm actually happy for Toni and Cach. I feel like any one of them would have been okay for me. Yasmin and Jamie, or Cach and Toni. But like I said, after watching tonight, I think I was leaning more towards Toni and Cach. And I think the only reason why I originally changed my mind, or why I started having the doubts, is about the baby thing and the compatibility between them. But for Cach, I liked Cach, so it was always gonna be Cach, you know what I'm saying? But I think tonight's speech made me kind of like soften towards Toni a lot more. So I think that's what made me think, you know what? Yeah, I'll be okay for her to win. I'm happy for her to win. Not be okay. I'm actually happy for her to win, and I'm happy for them that they've won. I'm just glad that it was not Harry. Jesus, thank you, Lord. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. Comment down below. Did it go exactly how you wanted it to go? I mean, I did know that Ty and Angel would come forth. It was obvious. They were in the bottom two. So obviously, more than likely, it would have been them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do think, and one thing I will say, here's the thing. I know for a fact that, I'm not going to say it's one-sided. I'm not going to go as far as saying that, but it's one-sided. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Ty likes Angel a lot more than Angel. Even when Angel is talking to Ty, it just doesn't feel real. It just feels like it's surface level when she says certain things. For Ty, he was choking up, man. That man likes that girl. He definitely likes her, and the feelings that he has for her is not as reciprocated, because I'm not going to say she doesn't like him, but he likes her a lot more than she actually likes him. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I guess sometimes relationship starts like that as well. And then after a while, you know, you fall. And that's how it is. It's Love Island, and they made it to the end. And guys, I am glad I made it to the bloody end, because I was sick and tired. I was sick and tired. When I get to the end, I'm just like, I just want it to be over. Because some sleepless nights that I've been having, I'm not even going to lie. But I'm happy that it's over. But I'm going to miss you guys. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to miss you guys. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to resume my posting and all that kind of stuff. And guys, by the way, I do know that Love is Blind UK is, I think they're releasing the first video, I think on August the 13th. Let me know if you guys are going to watch it. I mean, I did review the first series. I did find it very boring. I'm not gonna lie, I did find it very boring, and I was surprised. I actually forced myself to get through it. Now, I'm willing to give it another try if you guys are willing to watch it. So comment down below, are you guys going to watch Love is Blind UK? The first video goes live on Netflix, I think, or, you know, the first few videos, they will go live on the 13th of August. So let me know from now if you guys are going to do it, and then I prepare myself, because in the no say, a Leo season, and the girls are Leo, 19th of August, yeah, representing. Yeah. But yes, guys, thank you so much for all the support that you guys have given me. I appreciate you guys for all the likes. I appreciate you guys for all the views. I appreciate you guys for subscribing, for supporting, for commenting, for not letting the comment section be boring, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys for those that agreed with me and those who didn't agree with me and those who disagreed with me respectfully. I appreciate you guys so much. So much. But anyways, guys, it is now the end. We've come to the end of Love Island season 12. We have our crowned winners. Yes, Cach and Toni. Congrats to them. It is bye-bye for me. You guys have been lovely, and you guys have been patient, and I appreciate you guys. I have been Sassy J, and you guys have been amazing. But I'll see you guys soon again in my next video. Don't forget, I will be posting my normal regular weight loss videos, as well as some other videos I'm really trying to work on. So guys, please stay tuned and forget me not. But I'll see you guys in my next video. But for now, love you and leave you, and keep it sassy licious.